Hello, my name is Leanne Sherrod. I'm a speech-language pathologist and the President and Chief Clinical Officer here at Expressible. Thank you for joining me to learn more about how you can support your child with autism. Navigating life with an autistic child may have some challenges, as autistic kids have specific individual needs. Let's cover some ways you can support your child to help them reach new goals and thrive. These techniques include recognizing what services your child needs, learning how to calm your child when they're dysregulated, using picture schedules, and finding support to stay patient and positive. Most autistic people will need speech therapy at some point in their life. Be open to professional recommendations for other types of therapy as well. Occupational therapy, often referred to as OT, can be extremely beneficial in helping autistic people regulate their sensory system. Occupational therapists can teach children and their families ways to regulate sensitivities to things like loud noises and certain textures. They can also provide tips to reduce dysregulation. OT, as well as speech therapy, can also address food-related challenges. Some kids may be referred to as picky eaters. If your child needs support with this, an occupational therapist and a speech therapist may be able to help. As your child's caregiver, you can likely tell when they may be close to becoming overwhelmed. This is also known as dysregulation. It can sometimes be challenging for families to complete daily tasks because of their child's behaviors. Many times, these behaviors go back to dysregulation. Some signs of dysregulation include sensory avoidance, such as placing their hands on their ears, closing their eyes, or retreating somewhere. Sensory seeking behavior, like bumping into furniture or getting into a small space. Increasing repetitive behaviors, like touching the same object over and over. Withdrawing or not engaging with others. An increase in self-regulating behaviors like fast, intense rocking, pacing, or hand flapping, or self-talk. An increase in repeating what's said to them or what they hear, which is called echolalia, or self-injurious behaviors like headbanging, skin picking, or pinching. If you notice any of these behaviors in your child, they're likely trying to regulate their sensory system. While some children benefit from decreasing sensory input, such as dimming the lights or quieting any noise, others benefit from an increase in sensory input, such as gentle pressure or physical movement. It's important to remember that when a child is dysregulated, they are not choosing their behavior. Their bodies are reacting to a state of stress. Learning about your child's sensory needs can help you provide the right support in times of dysregulation. Here are some examples of supports and calming techniques that can help a child when they're dysregulated. First, create a safe space by removing any safety hazards. Have an escape plan, a place for them to safely retreat if they become too overwhelmed. Adjust the environment, such as dimming the lights or reducing noises. Some children prefer a dark, quiet room with gentle music. Depending on their sensory preferences, keep a box on hand of sensory toys and items that may help your child regulate. You could have fidget toys, things they can chew, a weighted blanket or vest, or stress balls to squeeze. Try yoga poses, such as child's pose or downward dog. Or try physical exercise like jumping, running, or punching the air or a pillow. It can be helpful if you sit on the floor with your child, which gives them a non-threatening, supportive presence. For some children, it helps if you talk less, move less, and avoid eye contact in order to decrease sensory input. Give them some water. They may be dehydrated and don't realize it. Or try a snack. You can try providing gentle pressure by gently squeezing the child's arms or legs, but stop if they show resistance. Finally, you can teach your child meditation or practice taking deep breaths together. Here's another tip you can try with your child to help reduce anxiety. Kids with autism often benefit from picture schedules, which can help decrease confusion or stress about their daily schedule. They're fairly easy to make. You simply need to draw or print pictures that show what your child is going to be doing, then show them to your child before the activity. Say you're helping your child get out the door for an errand. You can show pictures that depict the order of these events. A picture of clothes to symbolize getting dressed, a coat and shoes, a car, the store, and then a house. Explain to your child what the steps are so that they know what they can expect. Of course, sometimes plans change unexpectedly, and that's okay and normal. But using visual schedules when you can will help your child prepare for what's to come. Autistic individuals have many unique strengths and gifts. They also may need support in some areas. Keep in mind that autistic people simply have a neurological difference. With the support of parents, caregivers, and therapists as needed, autistic children can grow to be thriving and successful adults. Don't lose sight of the fact that you are not alone on this journey. There's a world of support out there for parents and caregivers. Look for support groups in your local area that meet in person. And of course, you'll find a wealth of resources online. The key is to look for ones that are created based on input from autistic people themselves. One option is the Autism Self-Advocacy Network at autisticadvocacy.org. There are also Facebook groups where parents of autistic kids can come to ask autistic adults for their perspectives and advice. On Facebook, look for the groups Ask Me, I'm Autistic, Autistic Allies, and Ask Autistic Adults. As your child progresses in their speech and language, learns to express themselves with authentic social communication, or learns to navigate life in school, stay patient with them. Your child may need support with things that come easily to you. They may need extra time to learn things that other kids grasp quickly. Remember, that's okay. Stay right by their side and cheer them on. Don't forget to celebrate what may seem like little wins. Oftentimes, those little wins are big wins for your child and for you.